this morning here.
We are looking at our message titled, The Conscience of the Righteous.
The righteous man in conscience.
The conscience of the righteous.
That righteous man in conscience.
I'll be reading two references.
I will read two sides inside God in word.
In Acts chapter 24.
Inside Acts chapter 24.
Acts chapter 24.
Acts chapter 24.
I'll read verse 16.
I will read verse 16.
Acts 24:16.
Acts 24:16.
I'll read.
I will read.
And herein do I exercise myself,
Now so I will show myself.
to have always a conscience void of offense.
Forget all things. Clean conscience.
A conscience void of offense
Clean conscience.
towards God and towards men.
Before God and before mortal man.
In 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 12.
Inside 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 12.
2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 12.
2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 12.
I read.
I will read.
For our rejoicing is this.
Now this would a gladdy bought.
Many people do rejoice because they buy land.
Plenty people they glad because he buy land.
It's good for you to buy a piece of land.
If I like you buy land.
It's good for you to buy a new car.
If I like buy new motor
It's good
car,
for you to have money.
If I like you get
It used to
comfort,
have. It's good for you to rejoice when you make huge profits in
we make
business.
plenty profit. If I for like you gladdy.
But it said, for our rejoicing is this:
Now this make who they gladdy.
the testimony of your
The
conscience.
testimony of your conscience.
The testimony that you have a good conscience, and that if you die, you hang clean from sin, you hang clean from people money, you hang clean from
Yes,
people
sir.
woman, you
Yes,
hang
sir.
clean from dubious business.
Yes, sir.
That should be the greatest. Then you get thief money, now you take buy land. You know,
We
testimony
forget. And that
that you
testimony
not
say,
owe nobody one single cent.
You not owe
You not
nobody
poor people
anything.
married oaths.
Yes, sir.
You not damage somebody else. You not take country in copper you put on, because when you die, then think that they get for follow you to the judgment seat. People they rejoice because they build 10 houses.
yes, sir.
People they rejoice because they thief big money. And we don't reach to a society that people they celebrate thief man them. The testimony, the joy when you forget,
The
you when they
gladney
think
for
of
gladney.
eternity, is that other one where you know say it not go make you stand before judgment tomorrow, where your hand not go be clean. The testimony of your
The
conscience.
testimony of your conscience.
This should be your rejoicing.
And this will make you the gladdy.
If you hand up you kill in an office, you not for rejoice. If you die, then give big coffin. Then just a package you for hellfire. Your rejoicing should be what?
Waiting for
A
gladdy.
You know, say, now that God provide. You don't need excesses.
Amen.
Let me read.
Make I read them.
For 2 Corinthians chapter 1.
2 Corinthians chapter 1.
For our rejoicing is
Now
this:
this would a gladdy bought.
the testimony of our
The
conscience,
testimony but we own
that in
conscience.
simplicity and godly sincerity,
I will get and put yourself
not
down.
with fleshly wisdom.
Not with mortal man
Some man
sense.
sabi have forget sense for cut corner,
Yes, sir.
so that society go admire them. At the end of the day, outside they can go. But by the grace of God,
God in your grace.
we have had our conversation in the world,
We don't talk with this
and
morning.
more abundantly
And plenty
to
one.
you all.
To una.
The title of our message this morning is The Conscience of the
The
Righteous.
title of our message this morning. Now
These are messages where it's not common for hearing nowadays.
yes, sir.
Very scarce. And now that make we see
We
we,
gladly for someone.
because we lack understanding of God.
Because we don't understand about God.
Based in our own
The
generation,
rich now we don't tell now.
that evil men and women have been celebrated.
Bad man, bad. Man, it different. I make animal.
That's why animal don't have to stand judgment.
I make animal. God not they judge them.
God does not make animal with conscience at all.
God not give conscience to animal.
But when God decided to make man,
Where God make up man for make
the
up
Bible
man.
said that that he created man in his own image and after his own likeness.
Bible say emeku we fiba leka.
And he put his spirit in man.
He put his
He put his breath in man.
He put his spirit in
So man has a responsibility.
Now we get the work.
He has placed conscience in a
You
man's
don't put
life.
conscience inside mortal
That
man.
at the end of your
Say
life,
at the end of your life,
we have to stand before him
we go tima before her
to give account
for konani
of your life
of your life
and the way we live this life.
and where you dey live
Safely.
on a bad one.
For instance,
For example,
a dog may bite a man,
dog go bet mortal man.
leaving him in great pain and wound and distress.
Left by they suffer.
But that dog does not show any remorse at all,
But that dog they say I'm sorry.
or feeling or regret
Or because you don't they
that
regret.
it has done something evil.
Say I don't bet somebody.
Never.
It not they be.
Is that true?
Not true.
When dog they bet person,
Dog bets you.
if they turn for say sorry,
No sir.
if ever they think say do anything,
One day
if you remember anything do, because he not get conscience.
he not get conscience.
Dog can do that. He not get conscience. But that is not in the case of man.
Want to say it be for mortal man.
That is quite different with man.
This is different with mortal man.
Why?
Wait make.
Why?
Wait make.
Because a lion does not have conscience.
Because lion not get conscience.
A woman may be washing her
The coconut-
will get any sorriness.
He not they regret
He
her.
not go get any remorse. Because the crocodile not get
Because
conscience.
crocodile not get conscience.
But that is not man.
Want to say it be for mortal man.
Mm-mm.
Mortal man.
Animal may meet another animal, he tear a company animal, he eats a company animal, he not get no feeling at all.
He not they regret her at all.
Why?
Wait make.
Because they don't have conscience.
Because they not get conscience.
But every human being
For all mortal man
that God has created,
where God in don't make.
he has placed a conscience in that man.
He don't put conscience inside that
And the
mortal man.
conscience in man is something inbuilt into the inner part of your life.
And the conscience also go don't build inside